Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back. Why are my reviews definitely longer than 5 minutes for the majority of them? Well, thing is, I want to help you people out. I want to give you the best information I possibly can, pros and cons about a product, so you can decide whether or not you really want to buy it or not. Most often, I also give you links in the description below, so you can click on it and check it out. Now, I don't necessarily put links to everybody on the planet. I usually generally, for Amazon for example, it's an Amazon.ca link. Look it up on Amazon.com too. Doesn't take much, right? You know, my musical gear, I mainly buy from Long and McQuade. Once in a blue moon, I buy from Amazon. Again, I shoot you the links, right? Anyways, so that's part of it. Now, I have had my share of complaints, by the way, of people who can't tolerate my long reviews. It's like, rah, 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 rah. And it's like, finally you get to it, or, whatever. And it's like, yes, but there is the odd time, I got to admit, sometimes I do go down the rabbit hole a little bit sometimes. I don't have a teleprompter, don't want one, don't care for them, and I don't want to look like a robot on screen. So, therefore, I give it to you in real. And believe it or not, sometimes it takes me like literally an entire day. I'm not talking an 8-hour workday either, I'm talking longer than that, just to get a video cut. Now, some things are one and done. You only get to take the wrapper off once, so I gotta right? And there are products where I've opened them ahead of time, used them for a little while, and then we do a review. But products that often at times are like a one and done kind of thing. We just take the cellophane off, we open it, all that. They usually get an update review down the road if I find that it's necessary. Okay, if it's not necessary, you're not going to hear from me again about that product. Okay, so this is some of the reasons basically why my reviews are longer. I'm trying to help. I don't believe in cookie cutter reviews. I see enough of those myself on YouTube and I'm like, where's the information? Where's the pros and cons here? Do you understand build quality? Not in 3 minutes you don't, so you don't talk about it. I mean, it is very important that we buy products that we're happy with and that, we've spent X amount of dollars on, we're going to be happy. It's kind of like lately, for an example, okay, I've been getting back into collecting Balisong trainers, okay? Now, some of these, you can buy them for under 20 bucks. Some are actually amazing. Others are, well, they're kind of garbagey. They're cheap, you get what you pay for, and they're just junk, right? So sometimes you can spend more and get more. Other times you spend more and you can actually get less too. I've been in that situation many times where I spent a lot of money on a product and it turned out to be crap, right? Where I could get a same or similar product for actually less money that was actually far better. Kind of like when I was into the RC stuff, I bought a lot of stuff from China because I can get the exact same product, exact same brand in my own country for 3 to 5 times more money. Why would I pay that when I can get it from China? Big deal. I wait for a couple of weeks in the mail. Maybe I got to wait a month sometimes, depending on which Chinese dealer I go to. But I'm going to tell you, it's worth the savings. Okay? So one of the main companies I used to deal with for a lot of RC stuff, especially the bulk of it all, was actually Banggood.com. That's where I bought a big bulk of my stuff. Helicopters, quadcopters, my batteries a lot of times, and then they went on and off of carrying lithium polymer batteries, or they didn't carry them. I mean, I don't know what the big deal was, but hey, they shipped them for years and then all of a sudden they quit for a while and then they got back into it. It's like, who knows? But I do want to give you the best of the best knowledge that I have, and I do have a lot of knowledge in an awful lot of areas, whether it's music gear, computer gear, other kinds of tech. Heck, when I got into smart technology, you guys should know that if you've been watching my channel long enough and you've watched those videos, I started out my very first product for smart tech as I'm a noob, I'm an idiot, right? So let's do this together and learn, right? Now, the company did offer me help ahead of time. They said, like, hey, if you need some help figuring this out and can't quite understand the instructions, we'll help you out. And it's like, no, I'm okay. I can do this. And it was from that point on, I learned more and more about that technology, and I have more and more companies sending me boatloads of this stuff. I can't tell you how much of it I gave away, and I still got spare stuff sitting around here somewhere. You only get so many wall sockets in a place, you know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. And I do actually have one product that is actually a wall socket that you pop in, and you got two receptacles on there, a couple USB ports, and I threw that one outside. Though it's not technically designed for outside use, we have that cover that goes over top, and it's still working fine after all these years. So it's kind of like, well, hey, even though it wasn't made for the winter, it's still freaking working. It's not made for the rain, but it's still working because I have that cover on there. And yes, there have been times I neglected to put the cover on, so I shot a bit of Deoxit 5 into the USB ports just to make sure that they were still clean. So I take a cable I don't care about. This way I can clean any gunk off that's in there and just move the cable in and out a number of times, and bingo bango, it still works. So, I'll retest that again this summer and see if it's still working. Because I didn't use it at all last summer for the USB ports. It's mainly my wife that does that when she's out there outside with her iPad, or she wants to charge her phone, whatever. It's mainly for her, but whatever. But the wall sockets are definitely still working fantastic. So, hey, can't complain there, right? Anyways, and there's always good and bad points to all that stuff too, right? Smart tech isn't exactly perfect either. Every time your power goes off, your internet router goes down too, and some of this stuff will come back to life all on its own and resync. Other stuff, you got to rebind it. No big deal, right? It's smart tech after all. But anyways, so I just want to touch base with you guys a little bit just to let you know why my reviews can be a little bit long. Don't worry about it. Like, seriously, if you do want to actually learn in depth about something so that you make the right choice, by all means, watch the whole video. You may get some useless information out of me. That's perfectly fine. Hey, I can admit to it. But you're definitely going to get a ton load of useful information at the same time. The other thing I've been trying to work on too is, especially with music gear, right-handed guitars. I'm a left-handed player by nature, okay? Always have been, always will be a far superior lefty, right? Now, I've been dabbling in right-handed for a long time, off and on for years, and I can actually hold my own pretty good, at least in a worship service at church, because, most of what we do is cowboy chords, and we use the capo a lot, and, I can do right-handed if I needed to in a pinch. It's just that the type of work I do during the spring, summer, and fall, I work on RV trailers with my landlord, and sometimes I hurt my right hand, which is my fretting hand for being a left-handed player, and I'll cut my fingers or something, and that means I can't play because I got to wait for them to heal. So for that, I'll switch to right-handed. And having the ability to be able to do both ways, even though still far better lefty, it is to my advantage. I don't have to miss a church service for playing, which is bonus. Okay, if I had to play somewhere else, like on the fly, and we were keeping things simple, like an outdoor event or something, I could pick. Do I want to play lefty? Do I want to play righty? It's kind of up to me, and I can get by with that. More complex playing, that's another story. That I'm going to have to go left-handed for. So, but it takes years and years to be able to play both ways. But, I don't say anybody can do it either, because honestly, there's only a handful of us in the world that can actually pull it off competently both ways, and there are a few players that are very proficient both ways, which is quite amazing to see. I'm like kind of jealous because it's like I can play this so good on left-handed, but righty, I just can't do that. Like, my fingers don't want to move that way, right? But anyways, so just touching base with you guys, letting you know. So, if you find that some reviews can be a little bit long, because you always see that timer usually when you're checking out a video thumbnail, and it's like, man, that's like 23 minutes long. What? I don't want to watch that. No, please do, because you'll learn quite a bit, okay? And then check out other videos too. And then you get to compare. Don't ever stop at just my channel is what I tell people. Yes, you get a ton of useful information out of me. You'll get lesser information out of other people. But sometimes with other people, they will pick up on stuff that I didn't. Okay, because I'm not perfect. I don't know it all. So, sometimes I will literally miss out on some things that may be a key thing that might be just your trigger for not buying it in the end. So, or maybe that it will be something that totally convinces you, yes, this is definitely something I want. It's definitely going to work out for me. So yes, I'm going to buy it. And it only took you watching a couple of videos, including one of mine. So it's kind of that sort of thing, right? But anyways, that's all I got for you on this one. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. And we'll be sure to catch you on the next one. See ya.